Hello everyone, my name is Zeno, and today we are doing something that is so overdue. I've been meaning to do this for the longest time. We're going to be checking out the gun stock I bought back in June, and we're going to be talking about all my opinions with it. A quick note though, I am happy to say we are now partnered with Onestock. Now, this is not a review based off them partnering with me. This is a review based off me buying their product all the way back then. The only things they have sent me is a couple accessories, which I am happy to show you guys. My favorite thing being that they sent me was the bipod. Okay, this thing is completely useless, but it's solid metal, dude. It just feels real. As well as, you know, the thing that actually made a difference, which was the premium sling. I still use this like the standard 1-point sling, just in one spot, but it's a little bit thinner, and if you guys are like me where you guys wear a lot of hoodies, it's made of a smoother material, so it slides really nice. Okay, so if you guys are considering it, that is like the biggest plus for me. It slides like nice over fabric. Now, a couple quick things. If you guys are here just to find out if it's a good product and if it's worth the money, it is, okay? If you're considering it already, it's just a good product. The plastic, it's not 3D printed, it's like forged or like cast or something. The metal in the rod is nice and sturdy. If I, give me a quick second. All right, fully extended, there is no flex between the two tubes, all right? It's nice and solid. You know, there's no rotation, no twisting. It's just a good product. There are so many ways to adjust this gun stock, which is a huge plus. You've got twisting of the cups, you've got tilting of the cups, you've got a quick slider to slide the tube back and forth, which is really nice. Apparently you can use it for pump shotguns. I'm gonna break it if I do that, I'm pretty sure, because I pump pretty hard. You've got a butt stock adjuster where you can adjust the height of it. You can adjust how far back it goes as well. You guys really like having that perfect feel. You've got all the ability to do that. Now with sling mount points, you're a bit limited with the basic sling, but that's just because you've got a 1-point sling. On the front of the cheek rest, on the back of the bump stock, on the back of the center tube, on the side of the riser to the bump stock, you got the center of the tube on the way to the bump stock, which is interesting, as well as them being on both left and right side, depending on however you want to set it. Even with the premium sling they sent to me, I still use it in this position, just a 1-point, so it's holstered by my hip, mainly because I use it for an armrest while I'm dead. Also, they fixed my biggest gripe with the Onestock. They added a chart. You can now see exactly what grips fit which cups, so that is a game changer, alright? I really needed that. Now, one thing I have noticed very recently is the rod itself. It does get in the way a little bit because it's directly below the controllers, but it's only in a couple use cases. Most notably for me was the MP9. Due to the fact that the magazine feeds straight into the pistol grip, it just kind of gets in the way. I've managed to be able to tilt it to the side, but coupled with the short grip base of this gun, it doesn't feel too good. But honestly, it could just be Exfil Zone. I have not used this gun stock very much anywhere else except for Tabor, which again, just feels fine. Now, with this gun stock being very different, the transition can be a little rough, so let me go over a couple quick tips to make this as smooth as possible. The main thing I see people bring up is the cup style. It's very different to your other gun stocks where they clip in, or you've got a front plate with magnets that you pull against. This one you actually have to hold on to. Now, first thing you may notice after using it is your forearm just gets sore, and that's because you are gripping it too tight, you're squeezing it. Now, as you guys get used to this gun stock, you'll remember to just pull back with your bottom 2 fingers. That's all you need to hold this in. You can move it around easy as, nice and light, and the rest of your hand is used for moving everything else. Honestly, I only noticed this in the first 4 hours. The next day, perfectly fine. Didn't have any problems. It's just getting used to something fresh, something new, just takes a bit of time. Now, another big point with this gun stock is people like to get the sling set up perfectly. A lot of my friends have it, you know, holstered right in front of them with a 2-point, perfectly in line with their gun. I, again, prefer it on my hip because I grab my gun, and I have it on my shoulder. Okay, I don't really put the gun down unless I have to, so it works perfectly fine for me. As well as make sure your gun stock lines up very nicely in game, because that makes it really easy to not grab your front grip, because that's annoying as Big tip for that though is leave the screw in the top here loose. This will let you twist it on the fly without having to grab out an Allen key, because that is the twist screw. You can just tighten it pretty reasonably tight, just enough that you can twist it by hand, and then you'll have no problems adjusting the position of your gun in-game. And for your final tip, make sure you guys get used to clipping the controllers in. I know they don't physically clip in, but you'll know what I mean when you start using it. It sits really nice in the cup in a specific position, and you want to keep it there, because if you don't put it in quite right, sometimes when you slide it in, like roll it in like I'm doing right now, you can accidentally hit the grip button on the cup. This obviously will cause problems with dropping guns and picking up nades when you shouldn't be, all that sort of stuff. Now you might be sitting there thinking, man, there's a lot of problems with that gun stock. And you might be right with that assessment. But from my point of view, after putting over 100 hours on this gun stock, honestly, they're more like quirks to me. Because every product has its quirks. You know, we're talking about gun stock, so let's use guns for example. Assault rifles are really good for mid-distance combat, but unfortunately, as soon as you go longer range, the lighter calibers drop really quickly, and some of them are got a really long barrel, making it difficult to get through hallways. And I'm sure some of you Exfil Zone players have had that problem trying to take like a PKP to Metro. You know, you just keep getting the barrel stuck in the doorway. And I think the Onestock does a really good job at being like a middle field player. You've got the adjustability and the comfort for like a very immersive gun stock, while also doing their very best to make it a very quick reattach to get back on the stock. And quickly before I make this statement, I have not used any other gun stock, but from what I can ascertain, it looks quicker to get on than a mag tube, but sturdier than a smart stock, making it a good middle ground between sturdiness and speed. And that's kind of why I picked it up, as well as I really like the look of it, okay? It looks just sick. Now, is this the one stock you'll ever need? That's kind of up to you to decide. Honestly, there is a couple other options that feature different skill sets and just feel very different. Aside from that, I wish you guys good luck in finding that perfect gun stock for you, because of course, this is only one option of many. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, morning, nighttime, whatever time it is. I hope to catch you guys again. Peace. My gun, no wonder my gunsling felt weird. It's not actually, I unclipped it.
Wait, comms?